What's up, guys? We are back with the review of the Rival 310. So I was gonna review it a while ago, but I decided I was gonna use it for 2 weeks before I made this video. But unfortunately, in 2 weeks, the mouse kind of broke in the sense that when I clicked on it, it wouldn't go back. So I don't know if I just got a lemon or I just got a bad quality. But anyway. Anyway, I had to send in for RMA, and this is where the actual story begins because I tried it for 2 weeks, and then I was like, I went in the beginning. It was working really good. The mouse was working really great. But then the button, like I said, it didn't work, so I had to send it in, and it took me about like a week of testing it before I sent it out. But the problem was it took them almost a whole month to get me a brand new Rival 310. So I didn't want to put up the video because, well, I didn't have anything. So, but I had to contact the support like over 8 or 9 times. So that was my general issue with their customer support. One of them did a magnificent job. He actually sent this one out and gave me a $20 coupon. But the original person that I talked to said he was gonna send it out a week after I opened up the RMA ticket, and he actually never did. So the other guy sent it out on the 21st, but I RMA'd my ticket on September 2nd. So it took me a good it took me 24 days to get my new mouse back. So that's basically what happened. So does it feel better? Yes. I want to say it does feel a little just minute. If you just got a Rival 300 maybe like six months ago, I don't necessarily think it's necessary to upgrade to this. The difference, I feel like, is very minuscule, but it's definitely not a bad mouse. But unfortunately, I'm gonna rate the support a 5 out of 10. Like I said, I had to write RMA ticket to them about 8 times, and I had to contact the support in order to get this mouse sent out. So all in all, the support makes this mouse really not worth it to order it online. I just recommend you guys go to the retailer and just go buy this, because if there's something wrong, you can just return it and get a new one. The support team is lacking a little bit, maybe because they just don't have enough people to sort of deal with the customer demand. But it's unfortunate because I feel like they have a good product. And oh yeah, another thing, I don't know if anybody remember on the 310, or I mean on the 300, you know how the scrolling mouse on it, when you bind jump button on it on Counter-Strike, sometimes it would just like jump in the game by itself. They managed to fix that in this one. Hopefully it works just well as the first one. At least for a week it did. I mean, if this breaks, like, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do, because I really don't want to deal with their support anymore. Their build quality is sort of hit and miss from my point of view, because I originally bought a Rival 300, and unfortunately, like I said, the mouse button, the middle mouse button was having issues, and so I had to return it, and ended up getting this one, which is also a Rival 300, but it's just the CSGO edition, the Fade edition. But unfortunately, this one also has the jump button issue. But at that point, I just didn't care. But now that the 310 is out, there we go. It looks brand new. So it comes with some kind of instruction manual that nobody ever reads. And of course, we have this nice, beautiful mouse. All right. Oh yeah, the clicking. Okay. So before, I had this issue where originally when I bought like another one of this, when I clicked it, it wouldn't bounce back. It was just really poorly done. But this one feels really nice. The scroll, this one feels a little flimsy. Like, it wobbles a little bit and then it scrolls really quickly. This one is like firmly set in the middle, and it's a better grip, I feel like. So I really do like this mouse. Ergonomically, it is a little bit smaller, just by a little. Well, it's really hard to see. Yes, so it is a little bit smaller, but ergonomically it fits me just fine. I feel like it's much easier to handle, but I do miss the weight of this one. Comparatively, this one weighs a little bit less, so I do miss the weight of the 300. At least that's how I feel. Like I'm not an expert. I'm not gonna sit here and weigh it. But other than that, I mean, it pretty much is the same mouse as the other one, so I'm pretty happy with it. This one is actually purposely only for the right hand. So just so you know, if you want the one that for your left hand, you're gonna have to get the Sensei 310 or whatever it is called. But for me, I've been using the 300 for a long time. Even though it has the mouse button jump issue, I still really like it because it fits my hand nicely, and you know, like I'm just used to it more. So I decided to get the 310. So, but for you guys out there who has never bought a gaming mouse, I definitely recommend checking this one out, or the Sensei 310 if you prefer using your left hand. It is up to the people that actually tries this determine for themselves, because while I can tell you how it feels, I may not be the best Counter-Strike player. So even if I have the best mouse in the world, it really wouldn't make a difference to me. But if you are looking for a gaming mouse to just get a huge improvement from your regular mouse, this is the one I will just hands down always go to, because it's not too big, it's not too small. It allows different grips. You can, you know, do the palm grip, or you like the hook grip, whatever. I mean, it allows different, like 3-4 different grips, and I feel like the buttons on the side are very nice, very nice. It's easy reachable, easily reachable, and it has a DPI changing quick changer here, so you can have 2 DPI settings, but you could do that on the 300 too. But I do like the rubberized sides more than the 300, because on this one, yeah, it is rubberized, but it's very hard. It's a hard rubber, and this one is more like a soft kind of rubber. So ergonomically, I think they did do quite a good job on improving the overall mouse and the build quality. So if you're looking to upgrade to a gaming mouse, I definitely recommend it. But if you're just looking for a minor upgrade from say like a Mamba, or you know, if you already have a Rival 300, or one of those like Zoe quick mouse, whatever, I don't know what they're called, but I don't think you're gonna feel a huge difference. I don't know, like when you play with it, you're gonna feel like, oh, because it's 1-2-1 tracking, you're gonna feel like you aim better. And I'll admit, it is a little bit more precise. And when I played Battleground with it, I felt like I got more kills. But once again, that's just me, right? I mean, if you suck at aiming, nothing's gonna help you at that point, even if you have the world's best mouse. So like, the difference is gonna feel minimal, but I think it's worth it if you don't have a gaming mouse. But if you already have a gaming mouse, I mean, this will improve you slightly. I feel like maybe if you played Battleground, you maybe on average, say you get 2 kills, you know, in a period of 10 games. Let's say average. Maybe every 3rd game you'll have 1 more kill. So if that's important to you, then go ahead and get this one, because it is true 1-2-1 tracking. And I do notice the way when I move this mouse over the mat, there's definitely more response coming from the monitor to crosshair. But that's only after I used it for maybe a few hours before I started noticing it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like in the beginning, it didn't feel any different than the 300. But you know, after I used it for a couple hours, I started to notice there is some subtle differences, but it's not huge. So if you haven't bought a gaming mouse before, then yeah, go for it. I think it's a very subjective thing, and you know, like the way you play with the mouse is sort of, it's up to you. So all I can say is it offers maybe I would say maybe a 5% improvement over another gaming mouse because of the 1-to-1 tracking, or even 10%. If you're really good at aiming and the extra 1-to-1 tracking at a high DPI helps you out, maybe 10%. So yeah, but that's my review on it. Overall, I say this is much better build quality than the Rival 300. So, you know, if for no other reason than because you want to try a new mouse, I think you know, getting the 310 for the build quality is okay. Just because it feels a little bit nicer than the 300, but it's not necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and rate the support a fucking 5 out of 10. You know, like I said, like contact them 8 plus times before they actually responded with the mouse. But other than that, I think it's a fine mouse. So do I think it's worth it? If you don't have a gaming mouse, then yeah, go ahead and buy this. Otherwise, no, I don't recommend you buying this just for the sake of trying to upgrade your current gaming mouse. But if you don't have a gaming mouse, I highly recommend getting this one. But if you already have a gaming mouse that costs around in the $60 range, I don't think it's necessary to upgrade this unless you know you have a super great aim and that you need that extra 5-10% more accuracy based on the 1-to-1 tracking. This is probably not a necessary buy for you guys, and that's my verdict. So if you don't have a gaming mouse, go ahead and get this. But if you do already have a gaming mouse, I don't think it's necessary to upgrade to this one unless you have great aim. So there you have it. That's my review on the Rival 310. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it informative, and subscribe to me. Yeah. Okay. If you found that video helpful in any form of way, please subscribe to my channel, and we're gonna have a Destiny 2 drawing at 100 subscribers. All you have to do is to like and subscribe to me and leave a comment below afterwards, and we will draw from the comments. Alright? Thanks guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.